Okay, so some breaking news, guys, when it comes to Ekin. It's pretty bad, unfortunately, and we're going to get into this. Hey guys, it's more up and Raleigh. Hopefully you guys are doing well today. Back at it again. It is daily and consistent content. Inject it, click that button and subscribe, and let's get straight into this video. So we're going to really break this story down and just have a discussion about it, because I feel like I actually haven't had this discussion. But it's unfortunate, but it's been announced today exclusively by Daily Mail that they have announced that Love Island's Ekin have been dropped. She has been dropped now from Beauty Works, which is the second brand in the last 2 months that she has been dropped by. They have parted ways, marketing the end of her second brand deal in 2 months as she sues Opoly over the 1 million contract row. So bidding wars took place for Ekin, who won the Love Island vote by a landslide last summer, with multiple brands keen to monetize her. However, this reality star has now ended her collaboration with Beauty Works, marking her second brand deal in 2 months to come to an end. The TV personality is no longer working with the online giant Beauty Works and hasn't shared any posts with them. The brand told Mail Online, "We worked with Ekin in late 2022 on our party edit, but we will not be releasing any future edits with her. We wish her all the best for the future." So, what has gone wrong here for the fact that, this is a second brand now that has spoken out and has said in the past, it's really not been a good month for her, because of course in the past month she was dumped from Dancing on Ice very early on. Opoly dropped her. It's been announced that she's suing Opoly, and now Beauty Works have dropped her, as Daily Mail is announcing. Whether they parted ways or dropped her, to be parting ways in any kind of way so soon is definitely a cause of concern. And then, it's been notified that Beauty Works have actually unfollowed Ekin as well. Perhaps they just unfollowed their clients after the end of campaigns, or maybe they've unfollowed her because there are probably underlying issues that are going on. But, one could now ask the question about what went wrong with, her coming out of the show, being the biggest star, in my opinion, to come out of the show at the time. And then, of course, for this to take place where, something's gone wrong. And I feel like, management issues, in my opinion, are the main reason. I feel like Ekin has the potential to be a star because she's, in my opinion, one of my favorite contestants of all time. I love Ekin. I support her on the show. You guys already know that. I love Ekin. But I think that something's going wrong here where, brands are just not resonating with her. Either she's not providing the right amount of sales, and they've dropped her, or perhaps there's other issues going on behind the scenes, or perhaps the campaigns have just ended in some kind of way. But that is quite concerning, because someone like Molly May has worked with Beauty Works since the time she's got out. Guys, her season was 5 years ago. So, she's still working with them. So I don't see a brand not wanting to work with you if you are still able to funnel them money and sales and etc. So why have you not been dropped by a second brand? I honestly didn't expect this. She still is working with Perfect Cosmetics. And has announced on her stories that she no longer is working with them, and that she does have some huge stuff in the pipeline, such as going to Hollywood to have meetings with people in relation to being in movies or soaps, or being an actress or etc. I even think that Hollywood right now is too big of a venture, in my opinion. I think that she's probably saying this for damage control, to tell people, look, I'm still doing things, guys. I'm still around. I'm still got something in the pipeline. Don't worry about the brands. I'm still here. And I don't think she needs to even do that, to be honest with you. I think Hollywood is a big venture to go through, and I definitely see her there, but I think that there should be baby steps. I feel like I would want to see her on some kind of soap opera in the, even Hollyoaks, something like that is an achievement, because I feel like it's a good acting role to be on. And I feel like when Curtis was on Hollyoaks, it was an absolute travesty because he can't act, whereas Ekin can act. She's been in stuff before, or even you've been in things in Turkey. Why would you not go back to Turkey and return to that same drama or something else? I do think that her management issues, it's giving an effect of previous Islanders. I'm not going to say names because it will come across like I'm throwing shade, but there are Islanders who come out of the show who want to do ad, brand, deal. And when you just do stuff like that constantly with no direction, your shelf life becomes even more shorter than it should even be. I think a lot of these Islanders don't go into or don't leave the show with long-term investments. For example, India presenting, the gag is she's a fashion girl. Do you understand? So her even presenting, I didn't even expect, but it works, and it's a long-term investment, because whether you think you're too big for the show or not too big for the show to do a co-presenting role, Love Island has been renewed for the summer and for the winter. So we're going to keep seeing her. She's going to keep being on ITV with a main presenting gig that will now leverage her for bigger presenting roles down the line. It's a great move to make. And I think that this is what Ekin should have done, not per se being a co-host on Love Island. That also could have been a great job, but anything in relation to a reoccurring role. Because a reoccurring role is a guaranteed long-term investment. You will still be there, regardless. So I think that is where there's been a mishap here, where the management are doing things wrong and they're looking at her like a cash cow, throwing down these fashion deals or these makeup deals when the girl is more of a presenter, actor. Why are we not seeing you doing radio? Why are we not seeing you in a soap opera? And I know it's not easy to get those deals, but they're, auditions and etc. And I feel like something, if Curtis 2 to 3 years after him being on Love Island got a reoccurring role to an extent on Hollyoaks, 3 years after him being on, Ekin could have easily have gotten something coming straight out of the show and being one of the biggest, people. I feel like I just see her going down that professional route, and I feel like a lot of people, it's like a race now when you come out to show who's got the most biggest expensive deal. Oh my god, I've got this $1 million deal, this $500,000 deal with this fashion deal. But then once you've done your edit now, do you still have the same influential power than you did once you first came out of the villa? What is going wrong where, you are going for these fashion deals? They have shorter shelf lives, and it's harder for you to get let alone a second, a third or fourth or fifth edit with the campaign. Why would they still want to use you for that when they can use other islanders that come up from the system? So again, I feel like even going for fashion deals is wrong. I feel like it's not the right way to do it. It's not personable to your audience, and it's not creative. You need to be creative and go into your lane, and hopefully, whatever these Hollywood jobs are, they're meetings. And to go into Hollywood is very difficult, especially if you haven't had any acting roles in the UK. It's going to be very difficult for you to even make it, and I would want her to make it because I see big things for Ekin, and I think that she has huge potential, but I think her management are messing her up massively. And this is what it is now. There's a few basic managements out there that snap up the islanders, rinse you out, and then shove you to the side for the other new islanders to come out. Getting management isn't a gag anymore, because the management that you could get could be bad for you. They don't have the right direction for you. It's all up to here in your mind of what you think you should do for yourself at this point. Because at this point, do you even need management if they're going to be doing things for you that you don't obviously want? So it's a shame. It's just a shame that it doesn't look good, whatever's going on behind closed doors, of maybe they parted ways and they agreed to, maybe the contract went out and that was it, but no contract should be that short. Whatever's going on, even you suing Opoly is not a good look, because now other brands are going to be like, wait, are you going to sue me too? Like if we go down that route. And yes, she's going on the acting route now, which is very different to the influencer route, but hopefully whatever this is with the suing stuff can get just packaged up as well. And she's working with this charity, as she said, and she's working over in America. I just want to see her doing a good soap in the UK. Like, I want to keep seeing you on TV. I want to keep seeing you acting. I don't want to see you disappear from the world after a huge stint on Love Island. I want to see you. I don't want to see you. I don't think anybody thought that this girl would have brands dropped her left, right, center within less than 6 months after her being one of the biggest contestants on the show. It's very scary, and it's a warning sign to future people who go on the show that just because you become huge from a show like Love Island as a contestant, brands can drop you left, right, center if there is no direction with your content. And everybody knows I'm very much a big Ekin fan. This is just honest advice of reviewing the situation. I like to be objective with it and looking at it from side to side. But I do think that, hopefully she just goes with the acting roles. I want to see her on presenting something as well. Like even I see her being on a show like T4 back in the day when they're presenting pop culture. I see her doing something like that. And I feel like, don't think you're too big enough for that, because it's a reoccurring role and it can leverage you. Go into investments that not only are long-term investments, but investments that can leverage you. Otherwise, it's just going to be difficult. Anyways, I wanted to do this discussion. Let me know what your thoughts are when it comes to this quickfire video, whether you guys agree or disagree with what is going on. Maybe there's more to the story. I really don't know, but hopefully she gets the great deals. I can imagine the pressure must be immense right now on her shoulders. She must be feeling a lot, and I definitely feel for her when it comes to that as well. But let me know your thoughts are. This news was released this morning, and I'll catch you guys soon for another video.